Good morning, everybody. I'm here at my new listing that just came active here in Herriman. This has a 2-car garage, a driveway, fenced backyard, and it's a stone throw away from Herriman City Center. So I'll tell you a little bit about that area afterwards. So stick around, and I'll also show you what a gym looks like of a personal trainer. So I don't know if you can hear the lawn crew this morning. The nice thing about these is all of your maintenance is taken care of by the HOA. And it is a very minimal HOA fee as well. So this townhome right here is a beauty where you're an end unit, so you get extra windows, not as many shared walls, and you get all of this extra lawn space. On top of that, parking is usually an issue. On top of your 2-car garage, your driveway, you've got a handful of stalls right across the street that every time I've come have basically been empty. So let's check out this beauty. Again, your own private fenced backyard that we'll check out. All right, stepping inside here. Immaculately taken care of, by the way. What I love about this concept is what's common right now is the open concept, which has its pros and cons. It's one giant room. I love that this has specific areas for everything. You've got your living room area here, you've got your dining area, and then you've got your kitchen. Everything has a space, which I think makes a difference. When you're trying to live in here, you've got your kitchen that's overflowing into your dining room and your living room. Not ideal at all. So here you've got some granite countertops, beautiful white cabinets, updated lighting. When it comes to townhomes, pantries can be an issue. I don't know if you can tell, but this has plenty of space on top of all of your cabinetry that you already have. Gas range, so you real cooks know what I'm talking about. Electric, sure you can clean it better, but a gas range just cooks different. You got your basement, your garage, we'll go check those out. You got your little powder room here on the main floor as well. So you've got a place for guests to be able to step into. They don't have to go up to your mess. So recently updated with the different handles. Okay, this is what every single townhome owner wants. No maintenance, but your kids or your dogs or you can just go outside and enjoy yourself. So, because the backyard is fenced, it is your responsibility to maintain. So what this homeowner has done, put a few privacy trees, give you some shade, and then just threw in some bark. So you've got cement pads, so you can put a fire pit, you can put chairs, you can enjoy, and you got bark, so if you want to, the dog can go to the bathroom there. But it's super easy to maintain. You don't have to whip out a mower. Some ideas of some other backyards is garden beds, picnic tables. So the perfect amount of space to do anything you want. All right. Stepping back inside, we'll go upstairs where we've got 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms. What I love about this Herriman area is you are on a quiet street. So not only are you right next to J.L. Sorensen Rec Center, you're right next to the city center with the parks. They've got ice skating rinks in the winter, water features in the summer. You've got the police station nearby, so crime's at an all-time low. It's quiet. Sure, the street is a stone throws away, but you're right off of it in a quiet cul-de-sac-like area where no through traffic's coming through. I haven't seen a single car drive past this home since we've got here. But you can easily access anything. On top of that, right down the street from here, Herriman has announced a Trader Joe's. They're working on building that and getting that up and coming. They've got Target coming right next to Trader Joe's, so talk about the duo of a lifetime. Sorry, what I love about this closet is a window. Every closet needs a window. So, great space to fit your shoes, your clothes, if you need extra space for dresses. But yeah, so Trader Joe's, Target, across the street you've got Herriman's, you've got my favorite, Sierra Trading Post, but you've got, Lululemon, you've got Janela Bay, anything you can imagine right there at Mountain View Village. It's right down the street. Hey guys, what I love about this master suite is something that my wife always complains about at my house. The tub and the shower. We've got a great shower at mine, but imagine having a soaker tub on those days that are just feeling long, feeling exhausted. You want to just sit in, soak. And this is one of those deep soaker tubs. You got space on the side. You can put your laptop and watch a show, kick your feet up, have bubble bath, and enjoy on top of the shower for your everyday use, because everyone needs a shower. So the beautiful master suite, again, because it is an end unit, you get the extra windows. What I did want to show on this one is all these laundry rooms are just like a little closet, but what she's done is created into an actually aesthetic, cute place. So there is space for baskets, for trash cans, whatever. You've got now shelving for all of your detergents, or just to look pretty like she does, and then shelves to hide your mess. So not just a closet, but actually a usable laundry space with extra room. And it's in your loft that this camera might not do the best job at it, just on my iPhone, but it's got extra space here. It's not just a tight, narrow hallway. Here's your secondary bathroom. Some feedback I got is everyone wants to see the storage space. Not all townhomes are created equally. How many of you guys have moved into a townhome, realized there's not a single linen closet in your entire townhome? I have. And I've met plenty of buyers who have done the exact same. All right, let me see if you can see this. What's amazing about Utah is everywhere you go, you get a view of the Wasatch. Because they're so large, as long as you don't have neighbors across the street like you do here, you can almost always view the Wasatch Mountains. So you got Timp Mountain Range right there, one of the best mountain ranges. So turn this room, or what she did is turn this room, because you've got extra windows, into your office. And again, no neighbors across the street there. You got the parking. And then out that window, you can see the Wasatch. So beautiful, spacious, bright. All right, now I want to bring you downstairs. What does the gym of a personal trainer look like? I don't know about you, but I can't hire a personal trainer because I don't hate myself that much. Just kidding. It's awesome. Those of you who like to work out, having a place in your own home makes a world of difference. Having a place that you can call your own. And most people, what they do is they just throw that in their garage. You throw it in your garage, you either lose storage or you lose parking. You lose something when you throw it in your garage. So here, you've got a full-sized unfinished basement. If you want to finish this out, you can have a living room, a bedroom, and a bathroom. But what I love about unfinished basements, if you have kids, it turns into outside during the winter. They can ride their bikes, they can draw with chalk. If you don't have kids, look at this gym setup you could have. Gym setup, I've seen people turn the basement into archery ranges. I've seen them turn it into storage. Some people just love storage. Workshops. All those things that maybe you want to throw in your yard or maybe you want to throw in your garage, but now you can actually utilize your yard and garage for what they were made for. And you've now got a full-sized unfinished basement to have a beautiful gym setup like this, or whatever you can imagine. So to show you the layout, you've got your utility room here. You could wall up right there. All the piping back here is the piping that you need for the bathroom. So you don't need to drill into the cement to create your own bathroom. And then with the window here, you could turn it into a large suite. So I apologize. This could be just one large bedroom or a living room. Because there's only one window, your bedroom needs to be attached to the window. And if you were to turn that into the bedroom, it kind of takes the full room. So when it comes to a bedroom, has to at least have 7-foot ceilings, at least be 9 by 9, have 2 exits. So the window and the door. So if you wanted this to, it could be a 4-bedroom home. And one nice feature that I love that this builder did, if you ever go in your utility room and you see this weird loop and question what the heck were they thinking, that's an option for them to be able to tie water softeners into. Be able to run that through the home, have water softener system to keep the home up and running. So, fantastic feature. Next feature, I want to go show you the Herriman City Center. So, stay tuned and I'm going to go show you around what that park has, what's across the street with the library, with J.L. Sorensen. Here we go. Okay, I'm sorry, I had to. Right down the street, this is literally a 2-minute walk, is the Up House. So tell me, how cute is this? They literally, for the Parade of Homes, created a home that looks exactly like it does in the movie Up. And this is your neighbor, literally right down the street. So the house is right over there. So, okay, now let's head to Herriman Town Center. Sorry for the delay. All right, we are about a block east now of our listing, where across the street, we've got City Hall, connected with Lynn Crane Plaza, which is probably the best park in all of Herriman. This park is perfect. It's got man-made rivers through here. They meander once it warms up on Memorial Day for kids to be able to play and run. What's cool about Herriman, in 1999, they were granted the right to incorporate as a town, which kind of opened up that possibility for them to be what it is now. And the population growth since then has been outrageous. So throughout this park, they've got a few different things incorporated, from Kennecott Copper Mine, about the Fort Herriman, and a few different historical things as you go around, which, if you're a history buff, is awesome. If you're not a history buff and you just need a place to be for a picnic, you need a place to be for a fire pit, it's also a fantastic place for that. So I'll walk you around and show you a few different things. So right here is that stream I'm talking about. So water will bubble up through this brook here and then come through. And in the summertime, you've got kids running and playing at all times. Well, I guess the sign says no running. So walking and playing. What's cool about that is that ramp, it just proves that it does have accessibility for any ability out there. So disabled people can be able to come in here, play if they're in a wheelchair. They've got little fountains that shoot up right here. And this area is off limits to dogs to be able to keep it clean. So inside this little fenced area is all off limits to dogs, which, you know, keeps it nice and clean. What I love is I keep walking. You can see the copper mine, which I personally think is cool. If you want to see beautiful mountains, you look at the Wasatch. But on the Oakers, I love the incorporation of the copper mine. But you can kind of see the building right over here is the Herriman City Library. And then next to it, right behind City Hall, is J.L. Sorensen Recreation Center. What I love about that is this whole area is meant to be that city center area where you've got City Hall, you've got police, you've got the library, you've got the pool, the gym, the hangout space for events, for parties, and then across the street you've got beautifully lined park with condos, townhomes, single family homes, and then a great place to play. So on top of all of that, this huge grass over here is a beautiful spot, and I'll show it to you real quick. What I love about it, as I hop over barriers, is they've got an amphitheater. So talk about summer concerts, talk about play areas, talk about workout classes, Pilates, yoga. They've got a huge green grass space for you to be able to come, gather, and to be able to enjoy here in the center of Herriman. So if you don't know about Herriman, it is a beautiful place. I went to high school here at Herriman High School. I know the ins and outs of the different areas, the communities, what amenities have been here. And I'll say it's changed drastically. It used to be known for polygamists and kind of the middle of nowhere, but now it's the up and coming place where you're close to the mountains. You've got Butterfield Canyon, Rose Canyon, Yellow Fork Canyon. You've got mountain bike trails, hiking trails. You've got horse trails. You've got all sorts of stuff. If you're more into that outdoorsy stuff, Herriman is a great location tucked back in the Salt Lake Valley, in that southwest part of the Salt Lake Valley. So if you're interested, reach out to me, because if you want to know, you know, right back here, there's a little taco place, Best Birria Tacos in Herriman, probably potentially in the Salt Lake Valley. So if you want all the ins and outs of your community, if you're here in Salt Lake City, please reach out, because these are some amazing amenities around this listing here in Herriman. But every home has that hidden gem that you need to know about before moving. So reach out to the Zander team, and we'd love to help you out.